Hello knitters, Faye Lynn from Strands Knitting Studio in San Clemente, California. Very rainy Southern California. Today I have what's on almost off my needles and march to the finish. Stay tuned. Okay, so I'll go talk about what I'm wearing too. So this is a brioche cowl. So I showed you another brioche cowl not too long ago. This is a brioche cowl. And this is a good beginning one because you start up here, so you just get the whole brioche thing in a round. And then at the end, you do a little bit of shaping. You do a little bit of decreasing and stuff to shape it. And so this is a really good beginning kind of cowl. See on the back, it's like the opposite. So the reversible, brioche is reversible. One side always looks better than the other because we sort of make it that way. So anyways, that's the cowl. I'll put it up here. I don't remember what it's called. But this is a good one because you just do straight brioche in the round, which is not hard at all. And then you'll have that down, and then you'll go into doing some simple little shaping things to make the lines move and not be just vertical. So that's what's on. That's what I'm wearing. And then what's on almost off my needle is the Weekender by Andrea Mowry, and we're doing it. It's a very cute sweater. So this is out of the Hanui Silk Blend. I don't know exactly what we call it. Yeah, Hanui Silk. So this is this yarn, not this color. This is this yarn. So this is the Hanui, which this is naturally, it's not dyed. It's the natural colors that come from the sheep. And the sheep, even though it's Norway, the sheep are in New Zealand. So this is New Zealand wool. And so we have several colors of the naturals. And then they took it and they made it with silk. It's 35% silk, but it feels like silk. It's amazingly soft. It's amazing to knit with. I really, really like this. It's got a really great drape to it. And yeah, so this is the Weekender. So as you can probably see, it's first of all just a big rectangle with a little bit of ribbing on the bottom and on the top. What's interesting is you do a 3-needle bind off, that's a good thing. But you do a 3-needle bind off at the shoulders where the seam shows. So the seam's not on the inside, it's on the outside. And then she has you actually set the neckline up and you actually Kitchener it. You do 2 rows of slipping with yarn in front and knitting, or purl knitting, I think it's all knitting. And then you Kitchener them. You split the stitches out and you Kitchener it. Makes a really, really pretty neck. I really, really like this neck. And then I just did the same thing on the sleeves. And then you'll notice that this is the right side. So that's called reverse stockinette with the purl side, because you actually knitted it all because you just did the knit side. And so I did the knit side facing. So I'm knitting, I wasn't purling. But the reverse stockinette is actually the outside fabric. And then it's a regular stockinette for the sleeves. So I'm almost done. As you can see, my sleeve's almost done. And then I'm gonna block it, and then it'll be in the store. And then you can try it on. So that's sort of the next sweater that's coming up that we'll be working on. And that's the Weekender by Andrea Mowry. It's a hugely popular pattern. She's had it out, it's been out for several years, and there's tons of people who've knit this pattern. It's a great pattern. So just a nice, easy, relaxed, flowy sweater. The next thing I'm going to talk about is our time with Jody Long on Friday, on a very rainy Friday. But we had a great time. It was really interesting. He sort of told us his history, and the guy's been designing since he was 12 years old. His mother is a seamstress that does sewing and knitting, and his nan was a designer. And she actually designed a coat or something, a couple of things for the Queen. And so she actually has this little thing saying that the Queen wore one of her things. So anyways, he got into designing really early. And even to the point where at school, kids were asking him, he was taking orders for people to knit them something to wear. So he's been doing this a long time. He's a very traditional designer, which is actually not so much anymore. And so the little details are a big deal for him. He spends a lot of time on the little details and making sure things lay correctly, fit correctly, and all that kind of good stuff. Stripes match. You never see stripes matching anymore. So his stuff, if it's striped, it matches. And yeah, so it was a lot of fun listening to him. But the real fun also was that they had tons. They had a huge suitcase of his clothing, his designs, and so we could try them on and everything. And it's amazing how much better knitwear looks in person than in a photo. It just doesn't translate in a photo hardly at all compared to how wonderful it looks in person. So there was a good handful of sweaters that were all like, oh, we like that. Ooh, we should make that. Ooh, we should make that. So you'll probably be seeing them in the next few months as we get yarns in, and hopefully I get a sample in and things like that to make. And some of them were definitely summer things, not just winter things, but some summer things. But yeah, it was really a lot of fun, and we had a great time. Sorry if you weren't here and you missed it. Next time, make sure you come. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to talk about is March to the Finish. Okay, it's March to the Finish still. We're halfway through the month. It's the 15th today as I filmed this. So you still have a half a month to get stuff done. I already have people sending me things in and finishing things. So go into your stash stuff, and if you've got anything that's languishing there that you've put away because you got tired of it, the brand new thing came along, or if there's something wrong with it, bring it in so I can help you get it going again and so you can finish it. Or if you don't have anything because you're a brand new knitter, then last week's video, I gave lots of ideas for small skein kind of items. So like for like 250, 300 yards sort of max. Some of them were only under 100, like headbands. And so you're more than welcome to cast on and finish as many things as you like this month too. So it doesn't just have to be something that started. You can start and finish in the same month. So you got 2 weeks, and you're going to send me pictures at faylynknits@gmail.com. You can also go onto the website, send it to the store. My email's on there. So just send the pictures so that I will then put everything into a random number picker thing. I'll just number everybody, and then the computer picks a number, and then that's the winner. And so I'll probably do 2 winners. So, and that's a class. So a class or private, probably a private or a class or whatever. So yeah, so March to the Finish. Let's get your plates all clean. So you can't go, I've got so much to finish, I can't start anything new. No, let's clean off the plate so you can start something new, because starting new is really fun. So it's March to the Finish, get your stuff in. And that's about it for today. Nice, short and sweet. Last week was way too long, and I even cut it and it was still too long. But anyway, short and sweet. I hope to see you in the studio real soon. Bye.